Okay, and next we have two more very special guests coming up. We have Tshilidzi Marwala of the United Nations University and Kiki Bowman.
Thank you so much. I'm Kiki Bowman. Unfortunately, Tshilidzi Marwala can't join us today, but there is a video message that will play after this. And I would just like to welcome everyone to United Nations University. I am the head of communications here. And since we're all gathered here today, and you maybe don't know much about us, I'd like to take a few moments to briefly introduce UNU and what we do here, because we occupy quite a unique space, and I think quite interesting space within the UN system. So how are we unique? We are an education and research organization globally, comprising 13 institutes, 12 countries, and 5 continents. We are also the only UN agency headquartered here in Japan. And while each of our 13 institutes has its own focus area, we are one of the few UN agencies that conducts research across all 17 of the Sustainable Development Goals. So as a think tank for the UN system, we are not a traditional university. However, 4 of our institutes offer master's and/or PhD programs. For the last 50 years, we have been a trusted knowledge partner to the UN while keeping our autonomy as a research and training organization. UNU serves as a link between research and policy making, generating evidence-based answers to overcome complex and interconnected global challenges. We're solutions focused. That approach pushes us to build research partnerships that can address the world's pressing problems at local, national, and global levels. So what does all this mean in practice? Our activities span across a wide range of topics: climate change, gender, health, digital innovation, finance, biodiversity, water, just to name very, very few of what we're doing. Our goal is to build knowledge to transform the world, and our research, education, publications, training, and capacity programs are as diverse and interconnected as the current challenges that our world faces. So to give this an example, I'll give an example that is in Japan. It's not digital focused, but we have an institute here called the Advanced Study of Sustainability, so UNU-IAS. And they work with local communities in Japan that use the traditional techniques of agriculture and fishing. These communities have adapted their landscapes, adapted to their landscapes, preserve the biodiversity of their region, and are still able to thrive off the land and water. So the research that IAS does focuses on the maintenance and development of new socioeconomic activities that align and support biodiversity and natural processes. Like the governor just said, the traditional informs the new. And recently, just as a side note, a few days ago we had an event with the Minister of Foreign Affairs here in Japan, and it was a youth dialogue, and there was conversation, and one of the young participants said, "We need the wisdom of one context to help the wisdom of the other context without imposing." And it reminded me of the research, some of the research that IAS does and some of the research that we do around the globe. And that's just one specific example of everything that we're doing here. We do a lot of work with digital governance and technology. More and more we work on AI and AI governance. The UNU rector, Tshilidzi Marwala, is an AI expert. And under his leadership, we are vastly expanding our focus on AI and research and its implications for the achievement of the sustainable development. And while I know AI may not be your main focus here, it is perhaps of note that we will soon be opening our 14th institute in Italy, the aptly named UN Institute for Artificial Intelligence. We're already working in digital space and AI robustly already. A few examples there. We have research on the impacts of artificial intelligence on women's security and peace building in Asia. Another one addressing the use of AI-powered disinformation in conflict settings. We're also helping shaping the frameworks for governing AI technologies. So UNU is focused on the forefront of the UN system work to ensure AI is used for good. And unfortunately, I cannot begin to go through all of our work in digital, all of our work that we're doing around the world, but know our mission is to contribute through collaborative research and education to efforts to resolve the pressing global problems of human survival, development, and welfare that are concern of the UN, its people, and its member states. We are excited to host you here today. We believe we need to tear down silos and discuss massive interconnected solutions for these massive interconnected problems. And we need many. So this is from our rector, Marwala. Unfortunately, he can't be here, but he'll talk a little bit about some of our work together.
Greetings and thank you for joining us today as we open the 2024 Funding the Commons Conference. On behalf of everyone at the United Nations University, I extend a warm welcome to all of you. Today, as we gather here in Tokyo at UNU headquarters, a hub for the United Nations in Asia, we are in the midst of a pivotal year for global sustainable development that will culminate with the Summit of the Future at the United Nations in New York in September. The summit is a once-in-a-generation opportunity for UN member states to assess progress on their sustainable development goals and commit to a new pact that will guide international action to safeguard the future for present and coming generations. A significant outcome of the summit will be the Global Digital Compact. Already available in its second revision, the Global Digital Compact outlines shared principles for an open, free, and secure digital future for all. Over the next 2 days, you will
All right, well, thank you so much. Let's give a big round of applause. Thank you.